No 3 points on the break. That's why Chang is back at the table.
Very nice bank shot on the side. Just barely slid by the 9 too.
Nice shot there to swing the cue ball round the table. Again, good speed, left a nice angle. A little surprised he didn't run the cue ball through off 2. He felt he could get there, but he's landed a bit short.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? He's got a good angle to get back on the 8 if he can pocket this ball, though. Ooh,
Where's the cue ball going to finish though? Needs to hold up. He thought he'd missed the 7, so this rack's turned a little bit scrappy.
It was a friendly roll.
Well, that bottom point has been very kind to Chang Yulong on the last 2 shots, and it'll be this 9 ball to take a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, it looks like we're having a little bit of scoreboard difficulties, but like Carl just mentioned, 3-2 lead here. Race to 9.
You would think any first round match you play in any tournament, you're always going to feel a little bit edgy. It doesn't matter who you are. Even all the years Chang's been playing. We said before he's 41 years of age. He's a former 2-time China Open champion, 2010 and 2014, sorry. 3rd place, 2014 World Championships. Won the 2015 World Cup of Pool, Kopin-Yi. In 2019, 3rd place of the US Open 9-ball championship, so he knows how to play this game, that is for sure.
Yeah, quite the resume.
Has he swapped over to the other side? Yeah, he's gone over to the other side. Played a cut break the first break, so let's have a look at the cue ball. And he's gone cut break again, but
he might have got hooked. I think he did. Looking at the expression on his face, I think he might have got hooked.
there's the push. I believe he has probably left the potting angle on this 2. But once you have potted it, how do you get on the 3?
Yeah.
Good pot. Very good pot. He's going to need another good one though.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have to let the stroke out a little bit on this one to get shape for the 4-ball.
Yeah, this one just feels a little bit more difficult. Probably isn't, but he knows he's not got as many balls to hide behind. And that's what's caused the mistake. He's going to get a little look. Or maybe you can see a little edge. If you can see it full, he'll play the bank shot into the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
And he's jacking up. So that tells me he can.
You called it. There it is.
Yeah, wonderful shot. He's lost the cue ball a little bit though. Didn't want that cue ball to be near the bottom rail. That's going to make this shot a lot tougher now. Does he go long? Jack up. Could actually play it off the 9 in the side. It's a bit adventurous though.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it goes in the side as well. Bit too early for them shots.
Let's see if he uses the cue ball to push the 6 out a little bit, get better shape. Yep, there it is. Well, that should make it pretty much academic now.
Yeah, a couple of good shots there at the beginning of the rack, but it was the mistake from his opponent that has helped him win that rack, and he now opens up another 2-rack lead. It's 4-2 to Chang Yulong. .96 players started out in this event. Double elimination down to the final 32, which will then be single elimination. This is not going to be an easy tournament to win, that is for sure. Just looking at some of the names: Naoki Oi, Ko Pin Yi, Ko Pin Chung, Yoan Chua from the Philippines, Carlo Biardo, the current US Open 9-ball champion.
Yep, there's a lot of big namers in this event, that's for sure. Like you said, you have to bring your A game today. All week for that matter.
Lo Ho Sung from Hong Kong. Another player doing well on the world stage. James Aranas, Philippines.
Don't forget Singapore's Aloysius Yap.
Lucius Yap, yeah, Singapore's very own. Trailing 4-2. Lian Hansang to break in rack 7. And that works, that's a nice break. Good
Very
cue
nice
ball
break.
control.
Doesn't appear to have a shot on the 1 though, does he?
No, things just not quite happening off the break. it can go that way. That's the game of 9 ball. Got to try and play smart a lot of the times. I think you may better just see the edge, but from that angle it's not easy to see what safety shot you can play. There's the push. May have been tempted to just run that green 6 onto the 8. There's a bit more insurance for a later date.
One down table while leaving the cue behind the 3. Oh, no, he gave it back. I guess he didn't. He gave it back.
Watch the side pocket. I could see what he was trying to do, but he's put a little bit too much left-hand spin on the cue ball. Didn't want to hit the blue 2.
That's unfortunate. Do not want to give a player like him ball in hand.
Yeah, just watching the speed of a lot of the shots. And the cloth definitely plays a little bit slower than what I'm used to seeing.
A little closer to 7 than he probably wanted to be.
Yeah, now he's bridging over this ball. Should be okay though if he can just roll it in. This is what we were talking about earlier on in the rack. If he could have rolled the 6 onto the 8, this is where the problem would have occurred for Chang. Now if it goes in a clean pocket, the push out is what's going to cost him the rack.
Ooh.
Must have been a little tight, Eddie, that one.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He didn't give Lihan much though.
Just the safety, trying to get the cue ball up behind the 9.
Oh, what a beautiful safety. Nicely done.
Yeah, he's going to be delighted with the outcome of that one. Taking a chance, and again it could have been worse for Chang, couldn't it? So he's having a little bit of the run of the ball early on in this one.
What do you think, Carl? You get offensive and take the cut shot, or do you look for another safety here?
Well, personally, I was never very good at the old the thin cut shots, so I'd always try and find something else.
You did.
I'd try and find something a little better than that. Don't get me wrong.
Sure. Yeah.
Again, though, there's a bit of distance. There's probably more angle than what that camera tells us. When you're behind the shot, it always looks worse than what we see.
Whoa. A little uncharacteristic there.
Yeah, they're always a bit thinner than, you know, when you stood behind it and you're playing the shot. They're always very thin, them shots.
Yeah.
Again, it could have been worse. Can you see the edge? How much gap is between the rail and the ball if he's kicking behind it as well? Yeah, he's done well there.
He did. If he stops by the 7. Oh, 7 gave him some little bit of love there. Nope. He's bringing out the short stick, looking to jump this.
Well, he's had one attempt at a jump shot. Wasn't far away, but he did miss it. Got to be careful with the cue ball as well. Sometimes it can find that top right pocket. And he's finally left the pot, but this is not easy. How do you get on that 7 from there? Wow, he's going to have to play an unbelievable shot here.
Really going to have to let the stroke out on this one to get shape for the 7.
Yeah, he's not even took it on, had he? I don't blame him, really. Showed a lot of patience there, and what a shot he's played.
Absolutely. You can see on the look on his face, he doesn't like this one. Back-to-back jump shots. Nearly pocketed.
It was a good effort. It was a good effort. It wasn't far away, and now this is a genuine chance. After a couple of good safety shots, especially that last one. You'll just be a little bit worried about the slide of the cue ball off this right hand side rail. When you pot it, it can sort of run over just past the face of the 7, so let's have a look how he plays this one. Not played that one too good.
Well, this is definitely an easy shot on the 6, but it's not easy to get shape, that's for sure.
Probably done as best as he could have there, couldn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Not much more you can ask for.
And this rack is now turning to probably the biggest rack of this match. Both players have had opportunities. This is not easy though, queuing off the rail. You can see he's striking down, so he's going to go around the back of the 8. Oh, he's done well there, he really has. What a shot.
Great shot. And like you said, this is a big game because the difference between 3 and 4 and 2 and 5 is significant here. It's starting to make that gap a little bit more wider and wider between the two. And there it is.
5-2, normal service resumes for Chang Yu Long. We're talking about two players that are actually in this event. Carlo Biardo, defending US Open champion. He beat Lucius Yap in last year's final. Both of them players are in this event. I'm sure we will feature them at some point. The US Open 2022 is at the Harrah's Resort, Atlantic City. This year, October the 10th till the 15th. Tickets are still available from just $15. Head over to matchroompool.com for more details. Tickets for the final day are nearly sold out, so if you want to go and watch the world's greatest, you better hurry up.
That should be a great match. Great event. Looking forward to seeing that. Jeff DeLuna, a lot of great players in this competition.
Well, he's had his chances as Lee Han, so you wouldn't say this match is over just yet.
No, not yet. You know, the way he's playing pretty good. He's just got to take advantage when he gets to the table. Let's see. Well, he's not getting to the table yet.
That's a better break off for me though for Chang, just going straight down the middle, forget the cup break. Doesn't really need to be bothering with things like the cup break when you're guaranteed the wing ball, just go straight down the nose.
Doesn't appear to be too many problems in this table, does there, Carl?
No, not anymore. It was a good break. Prides himself on having a good cue ball control, does Chang. You can just see before the camera change there as well. He holds the cue very light at the back, doesn't, grip it too hard. Likes to use the cue ball, use the angle. Doesn't like to force the cue ball around the table. It's all softly done, and use the natural path.
Oh, very nice.
Relaxing into this match nicely now. What a time for a break and run.
No kidding. He made that break around look easy too. Like you said, just his cue ball control is phenomenal. Just didn't seem like he got out of hand anywhere on that table at all.
Yeah, it's very much the way the Chinese Taipei pool players play. You look at Ko Ping Yi and Chan Junling. They don't hit the cue ball hard. A lot of pool players around the world, certain shots they're hitting it very hard. They prefer to leave big angles and just let the cue ball do the work. There is also a ladies event that's being played alongside this one. 32 players.
That's right. Yeah, that kicks off Friday, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll be featuring the final match. You'll get to watch the final match on the final day. And we will try and update you as that event starts and unfolds and what's going on. I'd struggle playing with a mask on. Just don't feel like I could play with one on. I don't know.
Well, you kind of just get used to it here in Singapore.
Chang's not wearing one though.
I noticed that.
So I'm guessing you don't have to wear one.
There's some new rules that just came out and about not having to wear a mask indoors. I wasn't quite sure if it's taken place yet, but I assume so. Must have been already available here in Singapore that you're allowed to not wear the mask. So. I think the Singaporean players just get used to it. We've been doing it for so long, it's just kind of comes like second nature. Oh, it looks like he went with the push here.
Yeah, you see the difference in the push though, can't you there? He's just trying to make that orange 5 ball a little bit more difficult later on.
You figure his style is more defensive, or is it more of just really not want to give his opponent any opportunity and doesn't want to take any chances here?
Yeah, I mean, the push out's always a funny talking point in pool, but first and foremost is you've got to kind of not just leave an obvious shot. I can only think Chang's give this back because this is very thin, because if you can see quarter of a ball, yeah, it looked like that shot was always going to be on. The one ball will pass that 6.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's easy by any stretch, but it will go.
What a shot. Had to put a lot of inside spin to get back on shape for the 2 ball, and it looks like he did just that. Not exactly a perfect shot on the 2, but he has a shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot indeed, and I was just wondering if a little part of him was hoping it went off the 6. Maybe moved it away, so he's playing the combo. And he's done well again, so 2 good shots. Really relaxing into this match now. You can see it as well, can't you? You can just feel he's relaxing into the match now. He's a little tight early on. 2-2, let's not forget.
I was just thinking the same thing. It was 2-2 not that long ago. Here we are on the brink of it being 7-2. We played that 2 rails. 2 rails perfectly. And just like that, 2-2 becomes 7-2, 5 racks in a row.
So Eddie, what can you tell us anything a little bit more about this event? The APF and things like that. Obviously you live here now. 3 years you've been here?
Yeah, 3 years. 3 years and it's gone by quick. Yeah, APF is one of the biggest tournaments, as you know, here in Asia. We're really excited to have so many talented pool players here today, and it's been great to have them here almost all week. It's been, especially here at Aspar Recreational Center, one of the nice premier pool halls here in Singapore. Great tables, just amazing staff, and the event here is, I'm happy it's here out of all places here in Singapore, because what better place to be than Aspar Recreational Center?
Is this your local? Is this where you come and play pool?
It is, actually. Yep, I do play pool here. We have APA out of Singapore that I'm helping run and organize here, and it's done on Monday nights out of Aspar Recreational Center. So yeah, absolutely, this is my local pool hall, and it's a great place to play. Only been open a few months though. Only been open about 4 months now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Referee wasn't happy with that rack, so just
Yeah.
having another go. Fair enough. So it's only been open 4 months, and they've got such a big major event here to start off, so they must be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, they definitely should. You know, one of the owners, KK, and his partner, they were both ranked #1 individually in Singapore at the one time or another. So they've got a quite a good following of Singapore players that know that they're going to put on a good show and a good event whenever they come over to Aspar Recreational Center. They're gonna do it right. Oh, it looks like he 2 balls on the break. Is he going to have a shot on the 1? No.
That's 9 ball in a nutshell. You never
Yeah.
know what table layout you're going to get after the break. Push out's going to be very interesting. Yeah, if you're just tuning into 9 ball pool for the very first time and wondering what he's just done there after the break shot, the very next shot you can play a push out, you can roll the cue ball wherever you want, do what you want pretty much, but you have to bear in mind that you might get put back into play this shot. So Lee Han will look at this shot. If he doesn't fancy it, he's going to put his opponent back to the table.
I think he just might. What would you do, Carl? Would you take the shot?
Ooh, I always find it very difficult to call a shot from comms unless I'm right behind it, because it's hard to see if you can see the left edge of the 1 for a start.
Sure.
I presume he can't. I don't blame him for putting him back, because if he can't, he's kicking at this off the right hand side rail. It looks difficult to try and find cover. Unless it's it, yeah, just he's going to try and pot it. I understand that, but seems very low reward. Yeah, just where the cue ball was kind of going, there was no real ball there. It just didn't seem nice to kick at that ball.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a 7-2 up kick shot.
Well, it appeared to be the right choice. He's back at the table and he's got a clear shot in the 1.
Yeah, I bet he wouldn't play that kick shot if it was 8-8.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. At some point, he's going to have to get offensive. He's going to have to start taking some chances and taking some risks being down 7-2. But here's a rack where he can maybe lessen that gap a little bit and make it 3-7.
Yeah, the only problem he's probably facing is his alternate break, as opposed to winner breaks. If this was winner breaks and he could run 3 or 4 racks now, you can get yourself back in the match. So, alternate break, it's going to be a little tricky. But he showed signs that he can play this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not the easiest of first round draws for him as well. But if he does go on to lose this match, well, at least he's still in the event. Double elimination. Down to the final 32. Many players have won big tournaments from that left side or the loser's side of the draw, whichever way you want to call it. Yeah, wants the cue ball to run on a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks fine.
I think he would have liked to have been a little bit more on the right side, but like you said, he should have this ball no problem with shape on the 9. Yeah, little inside spin. Good stroke. Probably a little more than he wanted, though. Now he left himself a little thin cut on the 9, but still very makeable. I foresee him making this ball and going 3-7 here.
Oh, it just looked like it was going to catch the point, didn't it, on the way through? And, well, that was his chance to maybe claw a couple of racks back, but I'm afraid the writing is on the wall. That missed 9 ball has helped Chang Yulong get on the hill as he holds his hands up. It is now 8-2.
Yeah, really unfortunate. You know, I think just the shape from the to the 8 ball was a little bit more than he wanted when he put that inside spin off that one pocket to get back on the 9. And yeah, just left him that angle, a tough little cut on the 9, and left himself a little short.
Yeah, it's a game where you can put all the balls on the table and you miss that last one and leave it over the pocket and you lose the rack.
I feel like I've done that more times than I can count.
Yeah, I get that impression by you, actually. No, I'm only joking.
Oh, man.
That's what makes it such a high, intense pressure environment playing 9-ball pool. You know, it looks easy on the TV, but when you're out there, you're going through all the emotions and things like that have happened. You know, Lee Han will be sat in his chair thinking, what have I done there? What have I done there?
Yeah, and as you know, more than most people, this game is so mental, right? When you're at that 9 ball, you gotta remember just pocket the ball. Don't even think about missing. Just stay focused and pocketing the ball. And the slightest little mental adjustment could unfortunately give you an unforced error, like maybe that happened there.
Yeah, this is our opening match here on day 1 at the Asian 9-ball Open. This match started at 11 AM. The next feature match on our TV table will be at 2 PM. That will be between Mohammed Bui and Ko Ping Han. Ko Ping Han, maybe a little bit unknown to worldwide 9-ball viewers, because he's the younger brother of Ko Ping Chung and Ko Ping Yi. We know how good them two play the game. So I'm going to be interested, a little spectator for that one. I want to see where his game is at, because I've seen both of the other brothers play a ton of pool, but not seen much of Ko Ping Han.
Well, it's not over. He's got a shot at the table, and let's see if he can get this rack out. And he's got a little trouble on the 1 or 2, but if he bumps at 2 nicely, maybe he might be able to get shape still and finish out the rack.
He's going to play 3 rails.
Oh, you're right. He didn't even bump at 2. He went 3 rails. You're right.
Got a decision to make here. Does he just play off 1 rail and come on the right hand side of the 7, or does he play 2 rails and come below?
7 ball.
Tried to play just above it. It's worked out okay.
Looks like the 5-6 combination shouldn't be a problem.
I like the speed he plays as well. He doesn't, you know, there's something about watching a pool player where you sort of get on with it. It's just easier to watch, isn't it?
Yeah. It's also easy to say that from this perspective. But when you're at the table, as you know, it's a whole different story. You a bit of a faster player, or you like slow, methodical?
I feel like I was fast, but now and again when I've watched some videos, I think maybe I weren't as fast as I thought I was. But yeah, I would definitely say that I didn't hang around anyway.
Sure.
Overrun position a little bit, but as long as he pots it, the cue ball doesn't have to worry about the cue ball. He knows it's going to come round off 3 rails. Good position. Here she comes. Needs to slow down a bit though, Eddie. He needs to slow down. He's overrun it again.
Yeah, he has.
He's already missed one in this pocket. It was the 9 ball. So he's going to be thinking.
Oh, he did it again. Oh, unfortunate.
Well, what could have been for Li Han Jiang? 2 missed balls. It was the 9 ball earlier, and it's the 8 ball in this rack. And all in all, Chang Yulong hasn't really been tested in the end in this match, as he finishes off with a tidy exhibition shot there, has to be said. And
Yeah.
this 9 ball for a 9-2 win, where
There
he
it
will
is.
go on to face Japan's Naoki Oi in the very next round.
Wow. Well, that was a great performance. Like we said before, it was just a 2-2 race not that long ago, and 7 straight racks, and 9-2 is how we finish.
Yeah, I think overall, slow start, but he's got to be happy with the win, and he's through to the next round. That was the schedule of play. We've just seen Chang Yulong win 9-2 over Singapore's Lee Han Chang. Bit of a scrappy start, but in the end, it's a job well done. Up next at 2 p.m, Mohamed Bui. He's playing the younger brother of the two Chinese Taipei legends, Ko Ping Han. That match is at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in for that one.
You think you know Singapore? It's time to reimagine.
You think it's all skyscrapers?
Then what's this?
And this.
And this!
You think it is one island?
Then, what's this?
And this!
You think we're a city that never stops?
Then what's this?
And this.
Singapore, you think it's a country?
A city?